So I am very excited to cover this topic because building your home team, or the people who help you to run a smooth operation at home, in my opinion, is one of the most important things that you can do as a mompreneur, especially if you are a single mom, so that you and your children live an amazing life, you have an amazing quality of life, but also so that you as a mom don't feel overwhelmed and burned out. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kira Solomon and you are now tuned in to Mother Hustler TV, and I am super excited to be here with you today because today we're going to be talking about building your home team. Okay, so I am very excited to cover this topic because building your home team, or the people who help you to run a smooth operation at home, in my opinion, is one of the most important things that you can do as a mompreneur, especially if you are a single mom, so that you and your children live an amazing life, you have an amazing quality of life, but also so that you as a mom don't feel overwhelmed and burned out. So welcome back to my channel. If you are not already subscribed, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and that you like and share this video with somebody that could benefit from it. And for those of you who are new to the channel, I'm Kira Solomon. I am a mompreneur. I own a full service digital marketing agency called The Right Click Agency, and I'm also the mom of two amazing boys, George and Josiah. And today, like I said, we're going to be talking about building your home team. So one of the things that has really helped me to excel and to do well, and given me the space that I need to be able to focus on building my business, building a business that is profitable, building a business that is successful, has been making these investments in my home team. And what I mean by that is the people or tools and resources that I use so that I can actually have the time to function on, or focus on rather, all the things that I think are important for me to do. One of the things that I have been saying for years is that the value that I add to my family does not come from me mopping the floors, right? I actually enjoy cooking and cleaning sometimes at home, but sometimes it can be a lot to manage. It can be a lot to handle. And I think that more women are now comfortable with investing in some of the things that we're going to talk about today so that you can free up your time and not have to worry about doing these things yourselves, okay? So the first investment that I think every mompreneur, every mother hustler needs to make is investing in regular house cleaning. Okay, and depending on where you live in the United States, the cost of house cleaning can vary. When I hired my very first housekeeper about 4 years ago, I was actually only paying her like $15 an hour, and she would take maybe 3 or 4 hours to clean my whole house. So it was costing me like $60 or $75, right? Of course, I was tipping her, giving her a little bit extra because I definitely understood like she needed to generate money, right? She was doing it because she wanted to make money, and it was a huge help to me. But again, it doesn't have to cost you a lot. Now, there are a variety of ways that you can find a housekeeper, and I'm going to link some of those resources below. But again, this is a luxury investment that will not only save you time, but in the end, it's going to save you a lot of money and a lot of stress. So I try to get my house cleaned at least every other week, and that's a full cleaning. As a mom of two boys, I know you guys can imagine, our house gets very cluttered, very messy, especially areas that we use a lot, like our kitchen, our living room, our bathroom, basically the entire house. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, right? And as much as I would love to be able to spend 4 hours every other day keeping my house clean. I just simply can't. And so what I have found is that investing in regular professional housekeeping helps me to keep the home tidy enough that, you know, throughout the week we can kind of manage on our own. If we wash the dishes, if we clean the bathroom, if we tidy up different things around the house, and it's not really crazy. And when the housekeeping service comes in, they do the more intense things like, you know, cleaning the baseboards and dusting all of those areas that often get forgotten about, and also wiping Josiah's crayons off of my walls, because that does happen. Okay. This investment, though, it literally saves me like so much headache, so much stress, and so much time, because while the service, or, you know, sometimes it's just one person, a lot of times it's just one person, but sometimes when we really need a deep cleaning, there may be two people that come in. This just allows me to be able to focus on whatever needs to happen in my life at that time, right? That might be spending time with my children. Typically, if I'm usually here when they're cleaning the house, typically I'm going to be doing some work, or, you know, doing something else at that time, but it doesn't require me to have to clean the house, right? I can literally, it's like I'm multitasking, right? I'm getting two things done at the same time. And when they leave, I have a fully spotless home, right? That's comfortable, ready for me to relax in, ready for me to do whatever I want to do, whatever I need to do, and it didn't take my time. So for me, if I'm spending, you know, right now we're spending about $150 to $200 every other week that they come in. But again, that is a minimal investment for what I need done. And depending on where you live, that cost may not even be that high. You may be able to find it for cheaper. You may find it for a little bit more expensive, but it really just relieves your stress level. Like, when you get it done for the first time, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Okay. And even if you can't get it done every other week, think about investing in it at least once a month or every other month. Again, depending on your living situation and all the other circumstances that are in your life, right? You may not need as frequent home cleaning, but this is a luxury investment that will literally clear your mind, remove your need to focus on things like doing the dishes, mopping the floors, wiping down the baseboards, and know that they are still getting done. So that is my number one investment that you must make in building your home team. If you're going to be a mompreneur, if you're going to take this mother hustler thing serious, you definitely are going to need some help around the house, okay? The second major investment that I think every mother hustler needs to have is a regular babysitter or a regular nanny. Now, again, this is something that I have been doing since my youngest son was born, okay? And I want to give you guys some tips on finding a nanny, as well as things that your nanny can do. But when I first hired a nanny, I was working from home. I had just had Josiah, and I just needed some additional help so that I could be able to work. You know, newborns need a lot of attention. Josiah was actually born a little premature, so he needed a little bit more attention. And I was finding myself really struggling between finding the time to record content and go live, and like having to nurse a newborn baby. So one of the things that I did was elicit the help of an older neighbor, okay? She was retired. She did not need to generate a lot of income. She had her retirement income, whatever source of income that was for her. And so she was willing to help me out for just a couple extra dollars. She lived literally across the street from us, so it was perfect, right? Very convenient for the both of us. And Josiah and she grew to have an amazing relationship. They actually still hang out a lot now, and she doesn't nanny for us anymore, but they still have an amazing relationship, okay? So again, this is something that will free your time, especially if you have young children, okay? Every mom needs to be able to not only take some time to disconnect from her children, just to like focus on herself and do the things that she loves, but You may need time to record content. You may need time to run errands. You may have a business or social event that you want to attend, and having a regular babysitter or nanny that you know is going to be on deck for you, that your children know and that you trust, is super, super important. So again, I told you about my first nanny that I found. She was literally a neighbor. Another way that I have been able to find nannies is in nanny groups on Facebook, right? There are actually groups on Facebook where moms and nannies or babysitters can connect. And the one that I found my babysitter in, or my nanny in, was called uh, Babysitters of Philadelphia, right? She was an amazing nanny. She was bilingual, very creative. She actually would do arts and crafts projects with Josiah. And the second nanny that we had, she nannied with Josiah for over a year. And it was such an amazing experience. After that, Josiah went into preschool, so we didn't have a regular nanny that like came to the house every day. At that point, she was working for us. I think 4 days out the week she would come here, and she would work for us for like 4 or 5 hours a day. So it was basically a full-time nannying position, or part-time, but close to full-time nannying position. Another way to find nannies is on care.com or another nanny website. There are a variety of them. I will link them below in the description box, but it's another great way to find people who have background checks and have already gone through their clearances. And that's another thing. If you're hiring somebody that you don't know, you definitely want to make sure that you get a copy of their identification, you get a copy of their child abuse clearance, you get a copy of their criminal background check, you get references of them from other people that they have worked with. And because Josiah was so young, I did two things. Number one, I had a nanny cam, which we still have downstairs in our home, which has two-way audio. So it allowed for me to hear what was going on in the home, and also for them to be able to hear me. And that was connected to my phone through an app. I will link the one that I have below in the description box. And then the second thing was that I very rarely, especially like the first few months of working with a new nanny, very rarely left them alone together, right? And that's just the way it is. So I have a home where at the time, like I said, I was working from home, so I would be in my home office, which was upstairs, and they would be downstairs kind of doing whatever. I kind of like let them have the whole downstairs as their play area to do everything that they needed to do. And now as we grew and our relationship grew and the children grew more comfortable with her, the nanny was amazing, because the great thing about nannies is that they are literally another adult in your household, right? So she was able to do things like go pick up the groceries, take George to return clothes if the clothes didn't fit, pick the kids up from play dates or from school, drop them off different places that they needed to go. She had her own car, she had her license, all of those different things. So again, and then the other thing that I allowed her to do, again, as they got more and more comfortable, was like take Josiah out on trips. So she would take him to the zoo or to like those fun zones, those bouncy house places, all of that type of stuff. Again, really great for children just having interaction with other kids, but also taking the pressure off of you to be the only parent. And as a single mom, or the only adult, they're not your child's parent, but as a single mom, it is very, very important that you build into your life and your lifestyle these opportunities for you to kind of free yourself of these responsibilities of having to manage every single thing in your life, right? Every single thing for your children. I know for me, it has been in the past super overwhelming at times, realizing like I don't have any other adults to take care or help me to take care of some of these responsibilities. Not because my children don't have relationships with their other parents, but because there's a huge difference between somebody living in the household or being in the household with you and somebody living in another household. So For me, hiring a nanny was literally one of the best decisions that I have ever done. Because both of my boys are in school now full time, I don't have a regular nanny that comes to the house, but we do have regular babysitters that we call on when I have a business event. And a great way to find those types of people are people in your family, right? Whether they are aunts or uncles, also high schoolers and college students, particularly college students who are studying early childhood development or education, are a great way to find a nanny for your child. And I'm going to link all these resources below in the description box. The third thing that I think every mother hustler, especially if you're a single mom, you definitely need to have on deck is a regular handyman, okay? Somebody who you can trust to come into your home and fix things when they're broken, because even if you consider yourself to be a Mrs. Fix-It, there are going to be things that you simply can't repair on your own, right? You're not an electrician, I don't think. You're not a carpenter, I don't think. Right? So if you need things fixed around your house, even if you have a landlord, I'll tell you, like, as a renter, as a tenant, one of the things that was very frustrating to me is that my property management company actually manages like multiple properties, right? They have a ton of them. And so sometimes if something breaks in our home or if something goes wrong, there's a really long waiting list, like a really long time before they can get to us. Which, if there is something that I feel like first of all, if something breaks in my house, I want it fixed like immediately, okay? But if it's something that might be causing a hazard or might be dangerous, then you definitely want to make sure that you can get it looked at or taken care of as quickly as possible. So this may not be something that you need to use regularly, but you just want to make sure that if something does break, you don't have to waste a whole bunch of time looking for somebody, trying to find somebody to come in and fix something. And you also want to make sure that this is a person that you can trust, because you don't want them to like price gouge you and charge you an arm and a leg to fix something really minor. So this is something that a lot of women often don't think about, but it's definitely something that you should think about. And another thing is a regular mechanic. It's not really for your home team, but again, it's just trusted resources that you will need eventually, because something on your car or something in your house will break eventually and you're going to need to get it fixed, right? So having somebody on deck that you know you can trust is a really great thing for you to do for yourself so that you don't have to worry about it, okay? The fourth investment, or the fourth person on your team that I think you need to invest in for your home team, if you're a mompreneur or a mother hustler and you know you need to free some of your time so that you can do more of the things that you love, like simply spending more time with your kids, is investing in a grocery shopper. Now, this is not necessarily a person that you will use unless you know somebody who can do your grocery shopping for you. But nowadays, there are a lot of apps, and also grocery stores give you the option to be able to take advantage of their shopping services. Now, I started doing this about 5 years ago when I first had Josiah, but it has been something that has really been a lifesaver for me, especially throughout the pandemic, okay? So Amazon Fresh, if you are an Amazon Prime member, you can use Amazon Fresh. And the thing that I love about Amazon Fresh is that they will deliver your groceries. You can select a slot for them to deliver your groceries to your house between 5 a.m. and 7 a.m. Now, if you're anything like me and your kids are anything like mine, then you know that there are always last minute things that you need, whether it's bake sale or lunch or whatever. So you can order from Amazon Fresh and then select to have it delivered the next day before the kids even have to be to school. And the thing that I love the most about Amazon Fresh is that they deliver the groceries to your house in like freezer boxes, basically, right? They're like these insulated boxes, and they put what do you call it, that white ice, that ice stuff in there to keep everything cold, not like regular ice, like the carbon ice. I can't think of the name right now, but they put those things in there to keep it cold if it needs to be frozen, if it needs to be refrigerated, so that while it's sitting out on your porch or your front doorstep, it's not like just out there in the middle of the summer. Okay, so I love Amazon Fresh for this. And the last time I did a video to tell people about this, I got a lot of questions about whether or not you can use your EBT benefits, which if you are an EBT recipient, you not only does Amazon Prime give you a discount on your membership, but you can actually use your EBT benefits to order groceries from Amazon Prime. So just a tidbit, a lot of people asked me about this the last time I talked about it, so I definitely wanted to research and make sure that I had that answer for you guys. Okay, the other platform that I love is Instacart. Okay, Instacart, you can purchase a membership for just a couple of bucks a month. I think it's like $6.99 a month, and it allows you to shop at a variety of grocery stores that are in your area. Okay, and if you don't have a membership to something like Sam's Club or BJ's, you can still take advantage of those huge discounts and shop at those stores through Instacart. So that's just a secret that a lot of people don't know about. Okay, but a lot of local grocery stores nowadays also have delivery services and pickup services. Walmart is one of the most common ones. I live in Philadelphia, so the grocery stores that I typically shop at are ShopRite and Giant. Both of those have pickup and delivery services. So if you're interested in those, again, I'm going to put all of these links to these resources in the description box below. This is a really great way for you to save some time because you don't have to go through the grocery store. And even if you do they shop for you and you pick it up, you still don't have to wait in line. You don't have to do all of the shopping up and down the aisles. And I also want you guys to know, because this is another question that I get a lot, these people who do this grocery shopping for you, they are going to try their best to find the best things for you because they have a vested interest in you taking advantage of their services, especially if it is a service that's provided by the actual grocery store, right? Because they want you to continue to use these services. They want you to continue to shop here. They want you to have the best of their grocery selection. So I just find it to be so helpful to go pull up to the grocery store, park my car, walk in and get my bags of groceries, load them into my car and be done. Even more helpful when they deliver them to my home. So whichever one you feel comfortable with, please, please, please start taking advantage of this. If you're going to the grocery store every week, this is literally saving you on average 8 to 10 hours per month, right? The grocery store trip, driving to the grocery store is about 20 to 30 minutes, right? Shopping in the store, you're going to be in there for at least an hour, and then driving back, that's another 20 to 30 minutes. Literally 2 hours minimum to go grocery shopping every single week. If you're doing that every week, that's 8 hours, maybe more depending on the area that you live in, okay? So please, please, please take advantage of these services. They are here, and a lot of them are very, very affordable, in some cases even free. And my fifth and final home team investment that every mompreneur and mother hustler must make to free their time up so that you can do more of the things that you love is invest in laundry wash and fold. Okay, so the first time I used laundry wash and fold, I had actually had an accident back in 2019 and I broke my leg. Okay, you guys, broke my leg in 2 places and fractured my ankle. It was terrible. One of the things that I just simply could not do was lug laundry up and down the stairs. So I had to invest in a wash and fold pickup service. And at the time, the service that I invested in was only charging me 75 cents per pound. Now, that price has gone up a little bit due to inflation over the past couple of years, but typically it's around about $1.50 per pound. And if you do a drop-off service at a laundromat, it's generally going to be around the same price. But so So on average, for a family of 3, I was spending about $65 to $75 per week if I did it like every other week. On laundry, right? And now I know you may be thinking, wow, Kiara, it's a lot, but it's really not, because laundry is the bane of my existence. Right now in my bedroom, there are about 2 bags of laundry that needs to be done and 2 bags of laundry that needs to be folded, right? So when I am the person who's doing the laundry, it never is all done. The beautiful thing about using a laundry wash and fold service is that they literally bring the clothes back to you clean, washed, and folded, okay? And when the service that I was using back in 2019, when I had broke my leg, they were actually separating them based on, my children, right? So everybody got their own bag. Take it into your room, put the clothes right into your drawers. It is an amazing investment. Now, I don't do it every single week anymore because, number one, my children are older and I'm definitely trying to teach George how to be more responsible and, wash his own clothes, fold his own clothes. So it's a little bit of parenting in there. However, when I feel overwhelmed by the laundry, like it's just too much that needs to be done, it's a great way to get it all done in one fell swoop. Get it out of sight, right? Take it out of my house, get it back in 24 to 48 hours, all clean and put away. Now, people always ask me questions like, what type of laundry detergent do they use? They use whatever type of laundry detergent you tell them to use. If you have specifications about what you want them to use, I'm sure the laundry wash and fold service will be open to accommodating you, okay? Do they steal your clothes? I'm sure this may have happened to someone somewhere, but the people that I have used, I don't think they want my dirty laundry. Just saying. I don't think they want to keep my dirty clothes. I think they want to bring us our clothes back. So we've never had a problem with anybody stealing any clothes. I'm not going to say it's never happened ever in the existence of wash and fold, but it's never happened to me. And number 3, I've never had any problems with them like destroying anything, shrinking anything, not caring for anything properly. Literally never had any issues at all. Even if I'm doing the wash and fold pickup at the local laundromat. Always an amazing experience. Clothes are always really clean, always taken care of. Again, because people who are providing these services, they want you to be happy with them because they want you to use them again, okay? So hopefully this video helped you. I use all of these things that I told you about in this video regularly to help myself find more time to do more of the things that I love and to reduce the overwhelm of being a single working mom. Like I told you guys, I have 2 boys and I own a full service digital marketing agency. So a lot of times my life is very, very busy, and managing all of the responsibilities that I have can be very overwhelming. However, by taking advantage of all of this support and really building a home team for myself that is able to help me and support me to be able to get more things done, it makes things so much easier. And it not only improves my children's quality of life, but my quality of life. It makes me a happier mom. And at the end of the day, that's what your children want, a happy mom. Okay? So if this video was helpful to you, please do me a favor, you guys, and like, share, comment below, and let me know if you're going to use any of these tips. And don't forget to hit that subscription bell so that you get notified every time I upload new content. Thank you guys so much for tuning in again today to Mother Hustler TV, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.